I'm still a little bit at odds with the clock. So the time is now 12 minutes after 10 or 13 minutes after 10, depending on which clock in the studio we are inclined to believe. But we do know for sure is that it is an absolutely beautiful Tuesday morning. We know it's always a pleasure and privilege to welcome you to the airwaves of Radio 786. Thank you for joining us on 100.4 FM for this Tuesday edition of a Community Pulse. So plesier en 'n voorreg om in hulle geselskap te wees en altyd selfs meer van 'n plesier en 'n voorreg om julle mee te deel van nuwe organisasies en besighede, spesiaal when we know it is what you can benefit from. We know we are in the month of Rajab, and so I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm going to tell you that in the studio with us from In the Box we have Jessica Vern. She is the marketing manager. We also have Akila, who's the social media manager. Now, for those of you who missed out on our previous conversation with him, they are a South African packaging store. They are based in Cape Town, and they offer an incredibly wide range of quality packaging products and supplies for businesses and personal use. And if you'll remember our last conversation, I remember saying to you, I never thought I'd get this excited about boxes, and yet I did. And I know all of you did alongside me, because they provide everything from boxes and bags to catering supplies and packaging consumables. And really keep in mind what I just said of the time of the month, the time of the year that we are at, because all of their products are tailored to meet the needs of small businesses, creatives and events. The company emphasizes stylish, eco-conscious solutions, fast nationwide delivery, and a mission to support entrepreneurship by helping customers to present their products professionally and with impact. Jessica, good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us again.
And Akila, social media manager. Assalamu alaikum. Shukran for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran for having us.
Now, for those listeners, Jessica, that missed our last interview and don't perhaps know about In the Box, who is In the Box? What is In the Box? And what does the business do? Where did the idea come from? How long have you... And it's a lot of questions, but
I can chat about In the Box all day long. So In the Box is in its 10th year of business. It came around when a machine became available for sale, and the idea was just to sort of clean it up and sell it on, and then we simply fell in love with the idea of manufacturing packaging from scratch. It is such a satisfying process. We've got a wide range. We've got over 2,000 products available in our range at the moment, and we started because we basically noticed a gap in the market for small business packaging. We know that small businesses have everyday challenges like cash flow, and buying 500 or 1,000 boxes simply isn't feasible. So we built our business around providing small minimum order quantities, stock you can receive within 2 or 3 days, and just we understand the challenges of small business, and that is what we build our business around.
So would you say that's what sets the company apart, the fact that you cater for small businesses?
Yes, the fact that we cater for small businesses, low minimum order quantities, and then we have also built our business around curating occasional packaging. So every Ramadan, Eid, Easter, Christmas, the works, we create packaging suited to that occasion. So like we've said, we've got a brand new Ramadan and Eid range that have just come out, and that's our latest focus.
Now, you mentioned the fact that, yes, of course, that's what sets you apart, that you do smaller orders now, but then one wonders for everyday customers, but for bigger customers as well, small businesses, when it comes to events, who would you say would be your main sort of group that you cater for?
So we have a wide range of products for basically anyone. We have for small businesses, for the bigger corporates. We have sugar boxes, we have cake boxes, we have dessert boxes.
Oh.
We have the shredding paper, the ribbons, or any other accessories that you might need to like jazz it up a bit, because obviously giving a plain box is not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, and I remember, and I know many of our listeners also, if you remember now, when you speak about cake boxes and I suppose boxes, if one thinks about these special occasions, then ons praat nie van brain boxes, so we're not talking about those types of boxes. It really is. I mean, they brought some samples in studio, and these are beautiful boxes. And I'm thinking also then, if you speak about smaller quantities, sometimes even one wants to give your clients, it's a small business, and so and you really do cater for that now. Give us a sense of then the range of products when one that one can expect. I mean, Akila, you mentioned now for example, when it comes to even occasions and so on. Give our listeners also a sense of what these boxes would look like, and also so when we speak about the range of products, again, you know, the idea of a box conjures up either a plain white box, a plain brown box, or so. Yeah, buy for Fiona.
So for example, for our Eid and Ramadan range, we have our new prints, which are locally designed, handmade, and made by us. And just to go through the range, we have our hamper box, which you can use maybe for like your bigger gifts, maybe you could even use it for a umrah gift for anyone. And then we also have our peanut wheel. It's like a box with a plastic circle inside where you can put like your treats, your dates, your peanuts or anything like that, and then you can gift it to any of your family or friends, and it can even go on the buka table just like that because it looks nice, as you can see.
It is very pretty. I'd like to just maybe tell our listeners also. So yeah, inside it's a box, it's a small box, and then it looks to me about the size of those donut boxes that you get now. Would that be sort of fair to say? And then well, you see the wheel inside, and you've got all types of little snacks in this. There's some cashews and some pretzels. So it really is it's a pretty box. And then of course it's not just plain white. It's got the prints on it, the Eid Mubarak, and I'm thinking there's 2 Eids coming up. And so even if you order and so on, can always set aside. So it really is. I mean, I'm thinking it's such a pretty gift, yes, to even give to family and friends.
Yeah, I know I'll definitely be getting one of these myself. Okay, and then we also have our money card holder. So it's just like a piece of cardboard with like a insert where you can put like a roll of cash in.
Oh.
So and then you can write to and from on there so that you can give it to the children. And it's also a nice way to stay organized with your ED, because I know on the day it can be a bit like of a rush, and you're like, okay, we must still get the ED. So like you can pack it before the time, and then like you can just write the person's name on there. And then obviously it has like a nice print on as well. And then we have a few biscuit and savory boxes for you that you can give to your family or friends. And then we also have our Ramadan advent calendar. So every day has a little box, and then this is good for your children, especially children fasting for the first time, because you can put a nice treat in there for them at the end of the day, put a nice dua or activity of the day, little like something just to motivate them throughout the month, and just to like teach them that Ramadan is an exciting time. And that's
I love the personal touch to it. I love the fact that yes, we are all about sharing what's on our table, sharing prayers, sharing words of wisdom, and whatever it may be. But I love the fact that this just adds the personal touch to it. But in the intro, I spoke about something. So I mean, in terms of practicalities, it's very, very beautiful. It's pretty, and now we hear that even smaller quantities in the box caters for. But then I mentioned the fact that it's also eco-friendly and it's also sustainable packaging. Does it tick that box?
Absolutely. Majority of our packaging is manufactured from recycled board, so it's products that we're packaging already. They get recycled back into a paper mulch and get reformatted into board, which we then use to produce our products. And it is then again recyclable or biodegradable once you're ready to dispose of it. So as long as we're recycling it correctly and responsibly, it disappears, disintegrates completely.
Yeah, because I know some of our listeners would be asking that and saying it's lovely, the idea of having a stack of boxes in your home and distributing all these gifts, but what does it do if one thinks about where they're going to end up, where they're going to end up? So really, really important point that certainly in the box they tick those boxes for being eco-friendly, but how easy or how difficult or how do I go about? Is it possible for myself? You know, if obviously there's a minimum order. If I would like to place an order, or a small business that's perhaps listening, what would be the most effective or the simplest way for me to do that?
So it's very easy for anyone to order from us. We have a very user-friendly website as well as an app. And then we also have our in-store, we also have our store, a physical store, which is in Maitland, in Durban.
So one can pop into the store, or you can go online.
Yes, we're open to the public.
Now for those of us that can't go there, so we have listeners, many of our listeners that listen from beyond Cape Town. So how does that work? And you mentioned earlier on in terms of timelines, Jessica. So how does that work? I mean, is it possible for do you have couriers?
Absolutely. So all of your listeners outside of Cape Town can log onto our website, order online. We offer a flat rate 99 Rand delivery fee, so very cost effective. Yeah. Anywhere in the country, and we will have your packaging delivered within 5 working days. So everyone across the country can benefit from our products.
Now, speak to us about quantities. Speak to us about the benefits of buying in bulk, but also the possibility for the smaller businesses to order smaller amounts.
So like I said, our minimum order of every product of ours is 10 units. So you can buy 10 boxes and you can move on. But we do offer bulk pricing as well for our bigger companies. We have got a wonderful sliding scale in place with relation to bulk discounts, and they can just contact us directly to discuss that further. We also offer printing on the boxes as well, so we can do a customized printing service as well.
I don't think I caught that earlier on. So it really means that I don't even have to be a small business to order these from you. I really would like to invite all of our listeners. Akila, you need to give us those details for the website. I'm really, I would, and I'm sure these are on the website.
Yes.
These beautiful Eid boxes. At this time of the year, one often thinks about, that you want to buy, but oftentimes we go into the stores and buy the ready-made gifts. It's a little bit pricey. To purchase gifts
and
for
not
all of your
personal
friends.
either.
Exactly.
It's made up sets that you're buying from Clicks
Yes.
or whatever. These are perfect because you can put that personal touch on it.
Yeah. So Akila and Jessica brought in studio, as I described earlier on, the smaller box with the wheel inside, and it's got all the it's got all the little snacks in. And then this is a box with a plastic lid. Oh, and so inside here. But that's obviously an example of what you now did, Akila. There's a beautiful pouch, and I'm assuming there's a Quran in there, and there's a tasbih, and there's some books here, and some dua books as well. But it's so beautifully packaged, but it's simple. So you literally, and I'm thinking somebody like myself who's creatively challenged.
Absolutely. we do it for you. We make it easy.
Where can our listeners go and have a look at these at the samples?
So you can find all our products are available on our website at www.in-the-box.co.za, or you can follow us on our social media pages, which is at inthebox_za.
And for those that can pop into the store?
So we are based at Unit 23, Gateway Business Park, Berkeley Road.
Yeah,
in Maitland.
And that's out in Maitland, and definitely, I mean, seeing it there in person and picking it up, I'm sure that's the best way to view this. So those of our listeners that are in Cape Town, do yourself a favor and get your orders in way before Ramadan. Jessica, anything that you would like to add?
Our final touches is that, yes, please come and visit us. If you come to our store, please bring your products along. We'd love to see what you offer, and we'd love to assist finding the perfect packaging in store. So you're welcome to bring your products with, and our wonderful sales team in the shop will help you find the perfect packaging that fits your product there on the spot, and off you go. We're very, very excited about our new Ramadan and Eid range. We think they are going to have great success, and we look forward to seeing what everyone manages to do with them and the magic they create.
That's lovely. Akila, all about the personalized touch.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that all of the prints are locally designed and hand-drawn and made by us also.
Oh.
Yes.
So we spoke earlier on about eco-friendly and sustainable. I mean, that really adds to that as well. And saying there's so many creatives within our community that can contribute to this.
Absolutely.
So get out there and get those boxes for Eid and for Ramadan. Contact, as you heard now, in the box. You can head on to their store or visit them on their social media pages, head on to their website. But I mean, I know that there's nothing better than sitting across somebody who can, of course, work out the package. We thank you so much for joining us this morning, Jessica and Akila.
Thank you so much for having us.
Shukran for having us.
Jessica Bird is the marketing manager, and Akila is the social media manager. That, of course, of In the Box. They are South African packaging store based in Cape Town. They offer a wide range of quality packaging products and supplies for business and personal use. It's all about fast nationwide delivery, and indeed a mission to support entrepreneurship by helping customers present their products professionally and with impact. I love the fact that they cater for us who are not even businesses as well. You heard now, minimum order are only 10 units, so visit them in their store. It's 10:28. We are heading for a break, after which, of course, taking your messages on 0786 10, 11, 12. It's Community Pulse 100.4 FM.